This will be the main event, and this is the scenery at first. And Axu wasn't the second best, but the second best are here anymore, so only those can play who are here when the game starts. So this is really Axu says there on the chat, I'm scared. Let's go Axu. That is Koike. Let's go Axu, the Finn Prime, slayer of the game. Let's go. Yes! Now we can see. Whoa! Sidorovich is doing tough. Whoa! Sidorovich is quite a start. Let's see how long Axu can survive. I think that not many players can last very long against Sidorovich, I think. But I suggest to Axu that you should try to use the whole time to find clues, that you can be as close as possible the place that you are, because you have the skills to find places, unlike for me example. So let's see how this goes, but it was kind of hard hit from Sidorovich right at the beginning. It takes confidence from Axu when you have so hard hit. But if you were here and saw what kind of gaming Sidorovich was doing here for almost the whole life, during almost the whole life, many hours, and almost all the time extremely accurate guesses. It's kind of interesting to see. But if you want to be here instead of Sidorovich or Axu, you can do that by coming to my lives and gaming, and when you are one of these two best players of the game, then you are here playing the final game and can show what you are made of. And of course, the more time you spend here and more games you play, the more points you get, because every time you are the closest, every game, every round, you are the closest, you get 1 point, and the player who has most points when life comes to an end is the best player and is here playing. Okay, now only 100 and what was that? 100 and little bit more. Quite even. Now we are talking. Now we are talking, Axu. Good Axu. We are hurraying for Axu because he really has a hard job, because Sidorovich is really the top gun today, and seems invincible. So Aksu has very big challenge on his hand here. And we already played, if you saw, this kind of game, and if you watch that game, because this you can watch this also on recording later, so you can go back and watch that. Sidorovich was there and he kind of wiped the table with other players, so he already showed that he kind of rules the game. So it's difficult to challenge Sidorovich, but it's never impossible. It's never impossible. And when you get more and more damage, then one good guess can be enough to win. Just one extremely excellent guess when other fails can be that what makes a game. This is kind of difficult, but I think it seems that Sidorovich knows. I think that Sidorovich knows where we are. And also Aksu maybe has very good clue where we are. But let's see what happens. Sidorovich is hard to beat. I think so, and I gladly want to see that someone of our toughest guns, top guns, will challenge Sidorovich on some live somewhere in the future. But today this is this game, and that challenge lies on Aksu. And let's see what Aksu can do. Can Aksu really make Aksu made very good guess. So interesting. Not very much difference. But okay. I was kind of worried that Sidorovich knew exactly the spot, but Sidorovich didn't know exactly the spot. But if either of these guys know exactly the spot, that can be the difference between winning and losing. It depends lot of what kind of places we have here, and I can see that it's little bit difficult for these players when you have this much time, because these guys are used to play fast and make kind of about assumptions. It's about there, it's about that area. But now when it's useful to really look if you can find the place, that is interesting, and I think this has been worth it. I think this is very interesting to see what these guys are looking at. And this kind of playing I am myself trying to do also. And maybe not against these guys, but but on my own level. Against people who are same level as I will do this kind of playing, but these guys are little bit far ahead. Interesting. It seems that Axu find the place, or at least he thinks he find the place. But how close is Axu's guess? I think he decided that he can't very well find very much closer, so it's enough. It's no use to try to find any closer. So let's see, can Sidorovich do that is kind of hard hit. So Axu ended there. Not very bad choice. Koike says that okay, let's not say what Koike says. Let's say that when next round starts. But okay, interesting. Sidorovich wasn't exactly the spot. Okay. Well, that's interesting, Koike. That is very interesting point of view for this game. And if you want to see what Koike is saying, you can find it there on tweets and on chat. There is Koike's opinion about how things are going. Well, I can say it. Koike says that I'm sure Axu could find any place eyes closed, pants drunk if he really wanted to cross the game. I agree. Axu is tough cookie. But there is many things that affects. For example, when your gaming is shown here, even if it's not very big deal, because we can't see Axu and we don't know his personality and so on, so it's not very revealing. But still, when you are gaming here in front of everyone and everyone can see what you are doing, it's little bit stressing. Anyway, so both, I think, Sidorovich and Axu and everyone else also can play much better if no one is filming what they are doing. Like we do here. We are filming what they are doing here, so kind of makes it more challenging. But it looks like Sidorovich can play kind of max level with the pressure also. Maybe Sidorovich has played a lot at the hard levels, so it kind of looks like that. Because otherwise it's hard to explain why it goes so smooth for him. And again, again. Not extremely much closer, but closer anyway, so closer anyway. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I think this can be a little bit easier. So these guys can find quite close where this place is, I think. Because I think that you can find this place. Like you see here, there is many places, names and those kind of things. So, and now you really have the time to find the location, and if you use the time and your opponent doesn't use the time, you will win, because it's already 3 times damage, so you really don't. It's not useful to let your opponent win just because you are not bothered to use the time and find as much clues as possible. But I'm interested to see, can either one or both, can they find exact spot? There is good clues, but are they good enough? These kind of things are the things I myself wonder also when I'm playing. Not this fast, but when I'm practicing and playing without the time limit and trying to use these kind of clues, I am thinking that how much you can do with these kind of hints and things, and let's see, because we have one little bit easier place. Can they find it? I think it's possible, but unlikely, because those places can be very small. They can be very hard to find. Okay, 147 kilometers against 126. So we were in Denmark. Interesting choices. And yes, you can find it, but it's hard. So I do not wonder. I do not wonder that they can't find it. Koike, damn you! Koike says, oh my god, is this Finland? Damn, not Finland. Koike! Are you trying to mess with these guys? Are you trying to mess with their minds? Trying to confuse their focus. So, Axu is a little bit in trouble, but not very much, because 3.5 times damage, so one big mistake and you're gone. One big mistake. So I don't think it's very big problem that game lasts forever you have time to find exact spots, because everyone makes mistakes, and when damage is growing all the time, finally you have so much damage that one mistake and even full points go at once when you fail. So no, can't compete at this level, so not worth trying to plant any misleading clues here. What are you saying? Of course you can compete this level. I've seen you competing at this level, so don't tell me about those kind of things. That's not true. You can compete on this level, and you already did. Even today you did compete this level, so I'm not completely believing what you say. But I don't think about you, but I think this final battle, I think this is very interesting. This kind of little bit slower game gives player little bit more time, and because for some reason in this final battle we have very skillful players that they can do a lot with that time. So whoa, Aksu, hey Aksu, that is great. Whoa, Sidorovich, like I said, one little bit farther away. So Astana was Aksu's choice, and that is the place, and wow, things change. So wow, this is really worth watching, this final battle. Really battle of titans this is. Yes, Koike, beasts been waken. That's true. Beasts are here. 2 beasts are here, and now it's only question of the difference, that small difference. This ain't easy. This really ain't easy. I think that this ain't easy even on Sidorovich. So Aksu has good choice. Good chance, not choice, good chance. Aksu has good chance to win, because you only have to be a little bit better than your opponent. That's enough. You don't have to know where this is. You only have to be better than your opponent. So both players has totally possibility to win. Really, this has been worth it. This really has been worth it. I'm really enjoying this. I don't have popcorn on things like that, but otherwise this is like a movie battle. This is really cool, and I think this has come to stay on this channel. So when we are doing live, we are doing this every time. So when we are finishing the live, the last thing that we do will be this. the best players of that live will face off against each other one-on-one, and we will see this kind of wonderful battle, which is exciting and interesting and even very teaching, so I can learn a lot from this because I can see what they are doing. Damn, no area code there for Axu. Axu! Whoa, Axu! Sorry about Sidorovich, but Sidorovich, you were the king of this live whole the time. You were the best, absolutely the best player, so you deserved that, but Axu deserved the win because he took you face on, so that was kind of awesome thing from Axu. It seems that Axu was in deep trouble from start, but then he changed the thing and took the points, and when the damage was so big, there was 4,952 points, and then the final hit was 6,472 points, and it was Axu's 18 kilometers against Sidorovich's 751 kilometers. So, and like you see, this ain't very easy. This is very tough place. Whoa! Congratulations, Axu. That was something. That